What's up, everyone? It is Nate here from Truly Daebak with another episode of the QueendomCast. This is episode 5, the final episode for now. Maybe we'll come back one day. But for now, this is the podcast where we cover Queendom, and we are going to be covering the finale, which just aired a few days ago. So, first I will introduce my co-hosts. We have Sam, who has been here from the beginning. She's one of our Discord mods, and at this point, basically a regular guest co-host to Julia Daebak. And then we also have Jakari, who I forgot to mention last episode. He is the host of the Unpretty K-pop podcast.
Am I the host of Unpretty K-pop? Is that even a show anymore?
You tell us. You're the creator. I don't know if you're a host anymore.
I don't know.
You guys are on indefinite hiatus.
Like Priston, we're the new
Priston's
Priston.
completely dead.
Wait,
so you're completely
dead?
dead?
Goo Goo Don.
We're the Goo Goo Don. We're the Miss A of podcasts.
Yeah, you're like SNSD, where they haven't disbanded. They're gonna come back, right?
Yeah, one day
like,
maybe.
Pretty much every girl group nowadays does that, so I don't know. It's just the girl groups, though. The guy groups, they're just like, no, we're done.
Yeah, or they'll just come out with songs forever.
Or they just won't ever disband or ever.
Disband.
That's true. Okay, if you don't know what Truly Daebak is, we are a K-pop and Korean entertainment culture YouTube channel. We mainly put out a podcast called DaebakCast, which just mostly talks about K-pop. We do a lot of reviews and then occasionally go into other topics. And then we do offshoot series like this. We've done stuff for Produce 101, if you've watched that, or Produce 48 or Produce X 101. I don't know if that series is ever going to continue now that all the legal battle stuff's happening, but whatever.
You've known from the beginning who would be in those groups.
Oh yeah, well that's a whole nother topic. But yeah, if you enjoy the podcast, please subscribe, click the notification bell, comment, join our Discord is the big thing. Come hang out with us because Discord's awesome.
Join our new event we're doing. We're doing a K-pop fantasy league.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah, we're trying to do like a fantasy football thing, but with K-pop, where like you have like your own group of idols and everything. You get points based off of like comebacks and wins and all this stuff. So if that sounds interesting, you should join the Discord.
Yes.
There will be a prize, I'm sure.
Yeah, we do lots of fun things, and you could just come hang out and talk with us, because we're all hanging out there talking all the time about K-pop and anything else. Comment chats even for like games and tons of other things. Pokemon talk right now. Okay, that's it for all the intro spiel. So let's get in. This is the finale. We're basically just going to be talking about the performances and then who won, and then go into kind of thoughts about the show overall and what we hope for the future and stuff. But starts out, basically they just introduce all the groups. They're in their performance outfits, which I thought kind of sucked because it like spoiled them all. I thought it would have been cool if they it was more of a surprise, but whatever. Bomb has red hair because
that was a surprise.
Why not?
Ultimate Bomb. She knows. Bomb fans know, and she knows. Red hair is Ultimate Bomb. I was so happy.
Yep. So the final scores are going to be calculated based on the previous points earned throughout the show, sales from the singles, and then the finale votes. 50,000 points come from the finale votes, basically. And people were allowed to vote for multiple groups, which I wasn't sure about, but they did point that out.
Yeah, but you can't vote for the same group twice, or like more than once.
Twice?
Yep. Yeah, exactly. You can vote for multiple groups, but only one vote per group from the same phone number.
Like per phone number, yeah.
Yep. So then they recapped the previous performances, and then they just did a rank. They showed the ranking of all the combined totals of all the previous episodes, and the ranking is as follows: it is Oh My Girl at first, Mamamoo at second, I-dle at third, Lovelyz at fourth, AOA at fifth, and Park Bomb at sixth. So that's what we knew going in. halfway through the show, they showed the sales, which I guess I can talk about. The sales ranking, because the songs were released a week before this episode happened, so basically there was like a week of sales, and those contributed points. I'm pretty sure none of the songs did very well on charts and stuff.
No.
So, well, it's weird because like it was a big. I guess they had this whole show of promotional stuff, but like the songs weren't promoted in the normal way, so it didn't have that like hype cycle of like teasers and MV teasers and picture like image teasers and stuff. Like, so if you weren't watching the show and you were gonna support it anyway, you had no idea this was happening.
Yeah, so, like, it was very bad how they did the rollout for that, because they didn't even tease it in like the previous episode. Yeah, the episode just went off and the songs came out.
Yep, they should have like taken a little bit of a break and done a normal release cycle where they all got music videos. They all like everything happened normally for a comeback, and then they did the finale and did the sales and stuff, because that screwed with it, I feel like. But sales ranking for the actual singles were Mamamoo got first, Oh My Girl got second, I-dle got third, AOA got fourth, Lovelyz got fifth, and Park Bomb got sixth. So those were the points going into this episode before the live voting. What were you going to say, Jakari? Sorry, I cut you off.
No, it's okay. I just tried my best with Bomb. I accounted for like 98% of that. Sorry, girl.
You bought the single, like...
10 I'm not going to say I bought the single, but I support it more than anybody else.
Apparently.
Okay. Sorry, Bomb.
Yeah, we'll get into it, but yeah. She got screwed on the show, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into it. First up is AOA. And but when they were prepping, they were basically just down again after round 3, and they're so funny. They were just like were depressed, but they were just making so many good jokes and just like ribbing each other. It was great.
They deserve to have their own reality show because they're 100%.
Great. Oh, yes. I hope they get one because of this. Like people realizing how good of a group they are.
I never knew they were that funny.
I didn't either. Like, and I was a big AOA fan, but I guess I was more just a fan of the group and their music. I never really got into reality shows back when they debuted. Yeah. But yeah, they're the funniest group on the show, I think.
Yeah, I'll watch like weekly I-dle episodes if they're on any and see what they're like.
Yeah.
I didn't think so either. Now that I'm thinking about it.
I can't think of a single AOA reality show.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna look into it. Comment below if you know.
FNC doesn't really do those, I feel like.
SF9 kind of.
So maybe really. Now.
But they're like a newer group.
Yeah, maybe back, because like before AOA, they just had CM Blue and FT Island, which are like bands.
And Flying going on Weekly I-dle with Day 6.
Did they? Okay. Yeah. So yeah, maybe nowadays they are, but yeah, I feel like back then when it was just the bands and AOA,
I feel like they just didn't know they didn't do what much. They were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jimin wanted to do like a cowgirl theme after watching Banditas, which is a Selma Hayek and Penelope Cruz Western.
I've never heard of that.
I had never heard of it. I looked it up because I was like, oh, okay, that's like an American movie or a Western movie. Western, like as in Europe and America, not Western.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was like, okay, apparently it's a Selma Hayek and Penelope Cruz movie that came out in 2008. So whatever. Apparently Jimin watched that movie and wanted to do like a cowgirl.
I'm sure that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, definitely. That's 100% what happened. And they wanted to like remix the song and do like a bit of a Western style. And then Soyeon mentioned she wanted to do like fight choreography and made Chanmi do it. So that was an interesting like idea. Also, Jimin and Haejong antagonizing each other during dance practice was amazing because Haejong kept screwing up again.
What's her problem?
She's old. What are you gonna do? Like, they're old. They're not as good anymore.
They're not that old.
I know, but they're ancient in terms of idols. They're ancient in terms of idols. Like,
she's dancing like Bomb. What is she doing?
she got it together eventually. It just took her a little bit. Okay, she's a little slow. It was too much time spent on SNL. She wants to be funny, not perfect at her dancing.
Wait, was she on SNL?
She was on SNL Korea for like
really
for a decent amount of time. Yeah.
Okay, I can see that now. I didn't know that.
So I guess if you want more AOA, you can get Yejong on SNL at least.
Wow.
Okay, so let's get into the actual performance. We can go in our normal order. So Jakar, you want to start us off?
Okay, so when I initially heard the song, I didn't like it. I skipped it, and I was just like, I wasn't into it. Like when I heard the song, the single, I wasn't really into it. But that performance was fantastic. Sam, I don't know if they actually danced or not, but they did a lot of stuff that I enjoyed.
They did this thing.
Yeah, and we have to give Chanmi every single flower that there is to give for performing, because that fight scene choreo was probably my favorite choreography of all time, including like Bomb's shoulder. I mean, no, that fight scene choreography, I've never seen like a K-pop idol do something like that. And it was just dynamic. It was great. I like the song in retrospect now. And yeah, give AOA their things. It was fantastic.
Yeah. I remember, when the songs came out, when they came out, like all we could hear was like a 1 minute preview before they like people were getting them on YouTube. I remember like I heard this, I was like, no group's gonna be better than this one. I loved this song on first listen. And then of course after we heard all the songs, another song
your
I
bias
ended up liking
came
more.
into the picture.
No, I did not like the Oh My Girl one from the first minute teaser. Okay. I was like, this isn't that great. Then when I heard the whole song, it changed. But the AOA one, I was like really excited for. I really loved it. I still love the song. It's my second favorite song of these. I'm slightly disappointed we didn't get like an AOA like banger, but I am happy with this. And yeah, I thought the performance was great. I don't know why they went cowboy for some reason. There's a cowboy trend in K-pop that's like
apparently coming. The 2 weeks of the like past 2 weeks, we got
ever since that Bandit. That Girl Kind music video.
I forgot about that
from like a month ago.
That
came
was
out.
Horrible.
There was that, Bandit.
Yeah,
the
Bandit's
Sunny Hill.
Coming out. Yeah, Sunny Hill.
I would like to say, the first people to do a K-pop cowboy concept was Taeyoon for 4 Minute.
Oh,
never
Taeyoon,
forget the boom boom clap.
That is the only K-pop country song in existence, and it's amazing. Go listen to Taeyoon.
And I like cowboys more than I like pirates. 80s.
Oh, I thought that you were just in Oh My Girl for a second. I was like, but anyway, but like some parts of the performance I really loved. I love the intro, like with Jimin and the gunshot and how it like that effect. That was so cool. Like that got me into it. I was ready for it. I thought this was a great way to open the show. Chanmi killed it, especially when she did like the
Black Widow flip thing.
Because at first I'm like, whatever, she's kicking, punching. Then when she did that, I was like,
did that. Yep, exactly.
Whoa, okay, yes, that was awesome. Also, it ended with a "to be continued," which I guess is leading into their comeback, because their comeback had Soyeon with the gun. So I don't know if they're keeping this like Western theme. It kind of looked like it from the teaser picture. Okay. But I'm really excited for AOA. I haven't seen those.
It's AOA.
There's just one picture on her Instagram.
Okay.
So, but it's exciting.
Yeah, I thought the song was awesome. I agree that it would have been cooler if we got a banger, but like this just has this chill, like mature, sexy vibe to it. It's not a banger, but it fits them so well. It's got that same vibe that they do so well. With like, I think the chorus is like a really good, catchy dance chorus. I agree with you, Sam, that the cowboy theme didn't fit the song at all. I was
just like when they said it, I was like, okay.
Sure. I was like, the theme worked well. Like it looked good. The outfits looked good and everything. And I loved the opening. The whole opening with
Yuna's hair was phenomenal.
Oh yeah, it was. It was really good.
A+.
Yeah, the whole opening with the like saloon set and the fog and her sitting in the chair and then doing the gun thing to start it off was awesome. But yeah, it doesn't fit the song at all. Like the song has no, other than the random like shoehorned Western that like sound effects and stuff they threw in there.
Yeah, it's honestly probably just because their comeback's gonna have some Western themes that they're like, let's tie it in.
Yep, yeah, exactly. Like let's get people hyped for our actual comeback that might actually make us money.
Yeah,
since we're not gonna win this show,
they weren't gonna win. Yeah.
You know what? I thought they were gonna win. Like the first week, I was like, "Oh, AOA is gonna win."
Yeah. I thought they were gonna be like the underdog kind of team of the season. Yeah,
but they were just the dog, the regular one.
Sad.
But yeah, I want to also give a shout out. Tommy's fight scene was so hype, and like yeah, I agree. Like it started out normal. I'm like, okay, this is a cool idea. Like she's doing it well, but it's just like standard fighting. But then yeah, she did the Black Widow like spin around the person's head, flip them over type thing, land on her feet. I was like, oh my god, okay, she can do an actual like crazy fight scene move. So
yeah.
And then Jimin's rap was awesome again, as always.
Yeah, I like the stuff they added for the performance.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, I thought it was fantastic. So then they did a little talkie thing that they do pretty much after every group. Not much to say about that. I do like how they gave all the groups light sticks for each other's light sticks. Like that was adorable.
That was cute.
That was really cool. Also, I had no idea Lovelyz had a light stick. I found that out through this show.
It's beautiful.
Is it really?
I had no idea they even had one until this show.
Willem,
now I want to get one apparently.
So great at light sticks. Infinite's old one and Lovelyz, they're beautiful.
Yeah, Infinite's is good. I shouldn't
Lovelyz has a lot of stuff. Yeah. Don't they have like an instrumental album?
Oh yes, that was a really cool release. Side note,
Lovelyz and Infinite also have instrumental albums.
Yep, Lovelyz. They put out an album with every single song they had instrumental, and then it came with sheet music and stuff. So people could play it. It's so cool.
I've been performing Achu by myself. Achu!
Speaking of Lovelyz.
Good transition.
Performance, which is Lovelyz. So they were happy they got third. Yeon and Sujong overly dramatically dancing to their song was amazing.
It's hilarious.
When Baby Soul brought it in and was like, we're gonna listen to it. They said they just wanted. Go ahead.
Can I just say that whole interaction felt like the most scripted thing?
Oh, it was 100% scripted. The way like
the other
she
stuff,
came in,
I like am suspicious if it's scripted. This I was like,
this year like 100%.
Okay, like they're like, look, it's Baby Soul. Oh, look, it's gay.
What does she have? What is Baby Soul hiding? I have our new song.
It was so funny.
Yeah, it was super scripted.
It's like how convenient of all of this.
Of everything, I just have this.
Yep. So yeah, they just said they wanted to wear like strong outfits to fit the song. But there wasn't too much going into it. So what do you think, Jakari?
Okay, so Lovelyz. So I think the song was good, but it was very much a song that any girl group could have done. It was kind of, in my opinion, I just think it was like very, very like generic, like, oh, I'm a cute girl group, but we're gonna make EDM music now. So it was good. Like the performance, they just don't stand out to me like performance wise, except for Baby Soul. Baby Soul, I made fun of Baby Soul.
In a good or a bad way?
I love Baby Soul. I just don't know. She's a vocalist. She's like an old girl like me.
I need to listen to this.
Baby Soul is the best thing that happened to me with Lovelyz. And Sujong. But their performance...
Under Jakari's name, I'm going to put in quotes, old girl. She's an old girl like me.
Well, gender non-binary girl.
No.
But... Yeah,
wait, no. 29. Old gender non-binary person. Because you said gender non-binary girl, which doesn't make it.
I mean, does it? But yeah. But Lovelyz,
But Baby Soul.
It was alright. But Baby Soul, girl, you killed it.
That's so funny. Okay. So the Lovely song, I absolutely did not like this on first listen when it came out. When the chorus hit, I was just like, what the hell is this? I will say the performance elevated it. Like it changed the song for me when I actually saw the performance. I'm like, okay, like I don't know if it's because it just distracted me and I wasn't really paying attention to the song. But I mean, yeah, it's not a Lovely song, which it's kind of disappointing, but I mean that's just been Lovely's like this entire show.
Yeah, trying to do different things and failing.
And
we're different.
I mean, and just in general, I felt like all of the songs kind of sounded the same in this finale, which was really annoying. That they all had like a chill-ish kind of vibe to them.
Yep.
None of them really were like, I don't know,
really hype.
Almost.
Yeah, there wasn't a super hype song, or there wasn't like a ballady song or a peppy like girl group song.
There was a ballad.
I mean,
it wasn't even like still even if with a ballad,
it's still not
it was
even like a ballad.
Yeah,
ballad,
it has like baby synth and like a bunch of like synthy like upbeat stuff happening. It wasn't a like ballad.
Yeah, but I mean, I enjoyed their performance. I thought they looked good. I really love Sujung's hair. I really just loved how they had different hairstyles for the finale. Like it's like they treated it like an actual comeback almost.
It's gonna be their comeback song.
I hope not. No, I just they do their thing so well. Just let them do their thing. Like
it'll be interesting to see what Lovelyz does after. If they will try to do like an A-Pink thing, or if they'll just go back to what they're good at. Just...
Yeah. They're coming back with Now Us. They're not taking chances.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, overall it was good. Sure.
Okay. So
can I say one thing about Kay?
What?
I realized she has like a uniface from G-Friend. It's just like always the same. In my opinion. But that's it.
Wait.
Like when she's performing, like it's not very expressive. It's just like, here's my K face.
Does Unha have a non-expressive face? I guess she does. Yeah, I guess
she kind of does.
Yeah,
you're right.
It's always like the same.
After I watched a cover of Gein's Bloom, I was like, she does not change her face. Yeah.
Okay, so for me, so yeah, when I woke up that morning and you guys had listened to all the teasers or whatever, and you were just shitting all over Lovelyz.
So dramatic.
I was like,
I woke up the morning.
Well, no, it was just like
October 28th at 5:09.
Well, no, it was just I woke because you guys listened to it like the night before or whatever, or like earlier in the morning. So yeah, I woke up and the first thing I usually do is read through Discord messages that I was sleeping. And yeah, everyone was just shitting all over Lovelyz song. And so like I got to work and I started listening to it. I'm like, okay, I like the song. Like it's different. It's not Lovelyz. And then I got to the chorus and I was like, okay, what the hell were they thinking? But I do like pretty much all of the song except for the instrumentals. I don't even dislike the chorus overall. I think the vocals and the chorus are fine. It's just the instrumentals are so like jarringly weird.
Yeah.
It's
so surprising because part of me was like, I feel like this is a Nate song.
I mean, for the most part it is, but like I do dislike when there's like really weird, jarring, like instrumental things like that. But yeah, if that was out of there, I would love this song. I think the verses are fantastic. I think their vocals are great all throughout the whole song. But yeah,
I think the song was good. Yeah, I don't hate the song. Too. I'm just not impressed by like Lovely's performance.
I agree with that as well. But yeah, just that weird instrumental part of the chorus just stands out. But everything else I liked. The performance, the one thing I did like, I liked the mask stuff that they did at the beginning and to close it off. Like I thought that was cool that they took Yeon's idea of wearing masks. And all of the like backup dancers had masks, so you didn't actually know which ones were members and which ones weren't, unless you were really paying attention to the outfits. But yeah, the song is like you guys said, it's generic. Like Jakari said, it feels more like a Western pop song or like a K-pop song trying to be a Western pop song, and like that's just doesn't fit Lovelyz.
That's what they were saying when they were doing like when the groups were listening.
Yeah, they're like, this sounds Western. Like Lovelyz is gonna do this. And yeah, like it's a song that any group could have done, and it just like doesn't stand out. I think, like you guys said, Lovelyz throughout this whole show was trying to do different things, and the only time they succeeded really well on the show was when they did what they're best at, like trying to do their signature. Like cameo performance was easily their best. So it was a little disappointing. Let me see. I think the creepy bridge part was really good. I think all three members that did that bridge part, did that really well. Yeon was part of that. I think her voice fits the song really well, though.
Yeah.
I really like Yeon as well. She's really awesome.
Yeon's been my bias since like day one, basically.
Yeon and Soojung were the biggest like hits for me with Lovelyz this show. And
that's the
Kay's
best
voice. I love Kay's voice.
Yep.
It's really like soft. But yeah, Lovelyz, I think that's the best thing that happened is I got to know their members because I never really so Baby Soul, number one. Soojung, number two. Yeon, she's great. I like, just those four. Baby Soul, Yeon, Miju, of course, Soojung.
Yes. What about Jisoo? Jisoo killed it during
I thought you liked Jin.
And Jin.
No, I don't like Jin.
No, he didn't like Jin. That's right. Jisoo killed it during.
She doesn't. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say about her. All I will say is it's probably really difficult for her to drink soup. But that's it. If you know,
you said she was low key a vocalist, though.
Well, she is, but she's low key no lips. But whatever.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad I finally learned the Lovelyz members' names. Yeah. Because I feel like for so long I kept kind of joking I would, because I've kind of mentioned before, we have someone in the Discord who's a big Lovelyz fan, and it's just kind of a meme now that no one else in the Discord really likes Lovelyz, and I keep saying I'll learn them, and he tries, I just don't. Every time I listen to their music, I fall asleep. It was a whole thing. But now I'm like, hey, I've done it. I've bought an album. I know their names.
Ooh, steps.
Yeah.
Yeon was always my number one. And then Soojung, when she was on I-dle drama operation team, which was Deep Blue Eyes. That song came out of that.
She was on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was part of that group.
Whoops.
That's when she became my other bias for Lovelyz.
I just only noticed Yua and Silgi with that. So.
Yep, she was there.
Somi was in there. Moonbyul was in there.
Moonbyul.
I never make it that far into the song from Moonbyul.
She does get the second rap. And then, that was after their performance, Swasa had Kim Pop for K, which was funny.
That was cute.
That was the only note I had from that. Next, Jakari's go-to girl. We got Bomb. We had to get it one more time. Also, I love how before every performance, the preparation phase, every round Bomb has gotten more and more people. She had 20 people this round to consult. The first performance, she was alone, and then she got she had one guy, then she got a couple, and then a couple more, and this one she has 20 people. I was she's just gonna keep adding and adding people. They decided to go with a sentimental theme of talking to her past and using a mirror and stuff. What do you think of this performance, Jakari?
So probably the reason I didn't like any of the is because this song for me overshadowed them when I was listening to the previews.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know how I feel about Bomb, and she feels about me. And
and you did interlude. I totally forgot. They did a surprise video of support for her from her.
How could you forget?
Was it either her friends or fans or I don't know?
It was coworkers or.
I don't know if it was. Yeah, I don't know if it was coworkers or fans or what. But then it ended with Minzy, and it made me cry.
Yeah. So they actually contacted all of us, and they were like, "Hey." For her.
Where were you?
I was edited out because I cursed a lot on there.
Oh, okay.
But
it's understandable.
But yeah, Bomb. That song is great. I'm a 21 fan. What's up with 21? That was 21 and Girls' Generation. Those are my two groups. I always thought of them as yin and yang. So. This song, the performance is very. Beast?
Yeah. Then their rivalry is shining.
Yeah,
it just makes me think of it because 2NE1 to me is what Beast is to you. Where I was such a hardcore SNSD fan that I couldn't be a fan of 2NE1 because they were such rivals.
I felt that way when Mr. and Come Back Home came out. I was like, God, what am I gonna do? Ultimately, I went with 21, and now, like going back, I'm with Girls Generation. But the performance to me was sentimental. Bomb, like I just love that she's so committed to not dancing at all. Where she,
they just like, hired other people.
You know, like I was in tears. Like the first time I heard this, I was emotional. And then I just think like kind of the theme in general, like this is like the end of a decade and all of my friends are grown and we're all changing ages. And it's like, man, I would like to go back to like that time and like have fun again. So it was just sentimental all the way around for me. So I can't even be like unbiased to say that this is not like my favorite. Like everything about it was great to me. Even her little shoulder bounce. She just got the Holy Ghost. Like I just loved it so much. Bomb, thank you. It was so good because I feel like everyone, like I didn't know Bomb was this cool, right? But I always felt it in my heart. Like when I look at her, I'm like, man, you're the coolest girl I know. And just for everybody else in Korea to see it now, I'm like, well, not everybody else, but for the 2,000 people who watch Queendom in Korea, I'm so happy you got to see my girl be great. So thanks, Bomb.
Aww.
I lost my way in another shit. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, so once again, Bomb just makes me sob. That whole clip with Minzy, Bomb just like touches my heart. She really does. And I loved his performance. I mean, I am definitely not a 21 fan, but I really appreciated like this performance. I thought it was beautiful, honestly. I think this was the best performance she had. It was the best song she's performed. I think it's a great song. It's just good. I remember when I first watched the live performance because I watched it when it aired live, and I like woke up early for it, which is early for me. I mean, 8:20 is like not early for other people. But
Nate's up
been
at
up
like
for 3 hours before that.
For me, it's early, so I was kind of just out of it. And that whole mirror thing, I was like, okay, that one's Bomb. And then like when the other Bomb stood up, I was like, no, wait, is that Bomb? And then she walked away. I was like, whoa, they got me. Like I was just so like, what just happened? I don't know how they got. Like I felt like such an idiot afterwards. I was like, I knew that was her, but like they had me for a second. The minute I saw the other one's hair was red, I felt so
confused.
You knew she wasn't gonna dance, girl.
Yeah, I thought that was so cool. I thought that was a cool effects though, where they fooled me enough. Like it wasn't completely unbelievable.
They fooled Cooper 100%. He was like, "Wait a minute, why is she dancing?"
And then like when she got up and they had the mics, and then the girls dressed up as the 21 members, I was like, "Oh my gosh, that is so like, that's so genius." And then when she rose up. Oh, that was powerful. It was a powerful performance. And then she did her little thing, which that was fine, I guess.
You never feel like just dancing like randomly? That's because I feel like that was not part of like the performance. She was like, you know what? Fuck it. I mean, F it.
Her face during it too. I just like.
You could swear. We swear all the time.
Oh, okay.
Bomb just makes me laugh. She makes me cry. She makes me laugh. I have loved her on the show so much, and I thought this was a phenomenal performance. I think she just kind of like improved every single time. So, I loved it. I loved this song. I loved the performance.
Yep, basically exactly what Sam said. This is the complete opposite to what I had, like my issues I had last week, where she sang a song I knew and I didn't think fit her voice very well. This song fits her perfectly. I think whoever produced this for her, like, deserves a really good shout out. Shout out Jakari.
Like they should do her song
because they
fit her so well.
It just fits her voice perfectly. It was strong. It was sentimental. Is exactly what they were going for
at the end, right?
Yep. in the audio recording, I don't know if that's her singing or if they're hitting a button. I'm still like, I still don't know. Like, I just like to pretend it's her. Yeah, like to pretend it's her. But I don't know if she can sing that high.
And then, yeah, like the performance, it wasn't the most flashy, but I think they did exactly what they wanted to do. I loved having the 4 mics and the 3 backup dancers come out, and I thought it was all a great idea. I thought she killed it.
It's like the first performance where I feel like she didn't get like overshadowed by something, or it wasn't trying to distract.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
Like it was her,
yep.
and like you were just in it. Like there wasn't backup dancers, not a choir, not a dancer. It was just
exactly
bomb. It was good.
Yep. Yeah. That's exactly how I felt. It's weird because like you said, I feel like all the songs are very similar, and like honestly I don't think any of the songs like super stood out, but a lot of the performances stood out for this finale. I think a lot of the performances were really good. So that definitely helped elevate the fact that the songs were a little lackluster.
Yeah.
But you can't really, I mean, to be honest, I don't think we should have really expected them to be amazing anyway, because they're not real comebacks. They're
not gonna do like their A game.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like Q or like none of the companies are gonna shell out for like the top tier producers for this comeback.
Yeah,
so
like making a song.
Yeah, like.
I think that Bomb had the best song. Like that was like the most like put together like song in my opinion.
Other than I-dle, because So-yeon just does everything anyway. So like she just does whatever she does.
Sam and I had the same face when you said I-dle. We were like,
well, I just mean like in terms of like making the song and stuff. Like,
although
they didn't change anything for that. Did Oh My Girl get their usual?
They used the same people who pretty much did SSFWL and Remember Me. Same guy. So they went with their.
So I guess peeps. Maybe we should have expected some more, but we'll get there. I don't think any of the songs were actually that bad either. They were similar and just like
there was no like absolute standout.
Yeah, exactly.
Something completely different. You know.
Yep.
They are really similar.
Speaking of Oh My Girl, they went to a fancy restaurant and ordered a bunch of American bar food.
So much
chicken quesadilla.
Chicken quesadilla, burger. They did get ribeye, which looked amazing, but the rest of it was just like standard American bar food. But I guess if you're at a fancy restaurant in Korea, like fancy like American bar food is fancy.
I would love to have a fancy quesadilla.
It did not look fancy though. It looked like a normal chicken quesadilla that you could buy for like $4 at a bar. Menu. Yeah,
I love quesadillas.
Oh, I love chicken quesadillas. Don't get me wrong.
My favorite food.
I'm up there with you, but like at a fancy restaurant was pretty funny. I just dropped my phone.
That's all right. Get it.
Then let's see what else. They wanted like a touching and charismatic performance. That was basically the whole spiel for what they wanted. So what do you think, Chikari?
Okay, so I talked about this in the Discord, but I think that Oh My Girl has one of the strongest vocal lines, excluding like Mamamoo, right? But Sungi versus Wendy, because I think that Red Velvet up until this point, I always thought of them as like god tier vocalists. Like no other girl group that's out right now was like even close. But Oh My Girl really showed their asses off. Like Benny, I don't know where all of that voice comes from, but is a dynamic vocalist. Yua, dynamic vocalist. Sungi, girl, she can sing.
When are you gonna watch Girl Spirit? Damn it! You love everyone on that show. Like watch that show.
Okay, maybe.
It's got.
Okay, I'll watch it.
You will.
Hell, you know, she loves Bomb like I love Bomb, so I'm always gonna love her. So, but man, their performance was really great. So out of all of the songs, I felt like this was kind of like the most victorious sounding. Like this is like a championship song in my opinion. Because they were like shine forever, and that just
salute.
Yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. Oh My Girl was the best part of this show. Well, like besides Bomb, but they were the best like discovery, because the week that I was gonna get into Oh My Girl, like right when Cupid came out and stuff, I was like, you know what? I really like this group. I'm gonna get into them. Then Twice came out with like Ooh Ah, and I was like, oh, forget that. And I just never got back into them. So all those years ago. So I'm so glad. I love. They're so great. Thank you, Oh My Girl. I'm a miracle.
Yeah.
And Benny is my bias. And just on the side note, I'm going to choose the water starter, and I'm going to name it Benny so that when it evolves into like the last form. Okay. But yeah, Oh My Girl, lit. I love you. And they had a great performance. Like, I have no complaints about anything that they've done on the show.
Yeah. Awesome. So, sorry, I'm like
Sam just like forgot everything that happened.
I have to gather
the only
my thoughts.
Performance she cared about.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched it so many times. Yeah. So, in case you just haven't listened to us, I am a huge Oh My Girl fan. They're pretty much number one. I still haven't decided if it's still a tie or not, or if they've actually taken the number one spot in my heart. But I love this song when it came out. Like I said, the first like minute long teaser, I was like, I wasn't quite there. I was like, okay, it sounds different. Like I'm like, I don't know where this is going. And then hearing the whole song and how the chorus just like lifts up to the heavens. Oh, it was so beautiful. I loved it. It's very SSFWL. Like, I mean, it's the same people pretty much. So it's very, very similar. So if you like this song, you'll probably love that one because that one's better. Apparently, like the lyrics for the song are really good. I never ended up getting into the lyrics, but apparently they're really good and powerful and whatnot. And the performance, I think this is like, I said thinked. I think this is like I think this is like the best they've ever looked. This is an image they've never done, I would say, like as a group, where they had kind of more like a sexier look to them.
Yeah.
But they're still like magical. Like that's one of the things I just love about Oh My Girl is they never like they're known as concept fairies because they change out their concept, but they never like lose who they are. Like they're still always like a base of who Oh My Girl is, and they're cute, beautiful, pretty girls, being feminine. And I really love that about them, how they always stick to that. And even doing this kind of like badass concept, it's still not over the edge and they're no longer the same group. It's still like delicate. And I just think it's just, I really love that because you don't see enough groups doing that in K-pop, I think, because they always just kind of go to the extreme. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but there's so much of that right now. So Oh My Girl is just kind of like this breath of fresh air for me. And I really love it. I love them. And I love this performance. I thought Yua looked incredible. Hyo looked incredible. Sungi was insane this performance. She had an energy, a fierceness in her that it just came out. I loved the pirate thing. The ropes were really cool, how they incorporated those. I just loved everything about this. I loved when they like the opening, how they walked onto the stage. They did like this like dance move thing. Oh, it's just it's the little things. And yeah, Benny's ad-lib. They had some live vocals in there, and I was like, yes, because so many of the groups weren't really singing live. It's not an issue, but I could hear Oh My Girl was some of the members at least were singing live. So that's always kind of just nice to hear. What were you gonna say?
Last week I dissed Mimi's rap because I did, but her rap this time was great. I really loved it, and I usually like her raps anyway, but it was great. And to what you were saying, like about having a definite sound, I feel like not like a sound, but like a definite energy. That's what second gen girl groups had to me. Like every group had like their own personality, and no matter what their concept was, they still had like their kind of personality. Just like Kara. Kara could make like any type of song, and they were still Kara. This was like you hear a Kara song, and you're like, oh, that's Kara. That's how I feel about Oh My Girl. Like
Yeah, this is so funny because right before we recorded, I was binge watching Kara live stages.
Oh, they're so good.
I mean,
because why not?
they're the queens of throwing their ass in a circle.
Yeah,
watch run away. Oh, let's not
so
talk about Kara.
I know.
Okay,
Takari and I can have a whole podcast on Kara.
Let's do a second gen girl group podcast. I'm down.
I mean, yeah, me and Jacob got that covered for forever, basically. Okay, my thoughts. So I'm gonna start off with something I've used as a negative for all their performances, but it's gonna be a negative. It's gonna be negative in a different way, though. So the ropes, I like the ropes. They were a cool idea, but I think they were completely unnecessary because they just utterly destroyed this performance. It was so good that the ropes did nothing for me. I was like, all you're doing is distracting me from how good OMG is being right now. Like, it's like not a negative to the performance at all. I think this was like one of their best performances. I think they killed it. But I'm just like, why? Why are you distracting me?
Because we had to know they were pirates.
You're not adding to this. You're making it like...
They're adding to the concept. Why did Jimin have a gun in the cowboy western?
Yeah, but that was so... I'm just saying because like they're doing it in the middle of... That was the opening. Like, I don't know.
It was just the opening though. Then they went away.
I love this performance. I thought they killed it. For me, it's just like I want to either for like the concept, like I said, this is not a real negative at all. I just felt like I had to tie it together because it's something I've said with most of their performances. I want them to either just go all in on the spectacle and do like utterly ridiculous, crazy things, or just not do it at all because they're such good performers that like And this didn't take away from it. Like I thought they killed it. I thought, like you said, their vocals were amazing. I love the song. For me, it's like you said, like it's a lot like spring, summer, fall, winter, love. But to me, it almost feels like a more energetic dance version of Closer. Like it has like feelings of Closer, but it's got like feelings of Closer. Like it's got that same type of like, I don't know, like vibe, but it's just like a more upbeat, like dance version-y of it, if that makes sense.
I can see that.
I don't know if I agree with it.
I don't know. That's how like what I got from it. Like it's just got that like, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. Like almost sad, like feeling to it, if that makes sense. So like,
what's darker, melancholy?
Yeah, melancholy. That's a good word for it. It's got a vibe to it like that. That Closer had. So like it's clearly not like Closer. Obviously it's more upbeat, like dance, got EDM vibes like you said, but it had a little bit of like tie-ins to it, I felt. I thought their outfits, they looked amazing. Their expressions were insanely good for this performance. Like all of them were so good with their expressions. They killed it. I loved it.
Come on.
Closer's so good. Why didn't they perform it last round?
I'm glad they didn't.
I just want nobody, like people need to know, like more like non-Lovelyz fans need to see that song for how amazing.
My friend, one of my best friends, he listened to that song like Aiden listens to songs. Like he would just play it over and over and over. I'm like, oh my god, I was like, I love the song, but not that much.
I understand that person because I did the same thing.
It's a great song.
I was like, I loved Cupid, and I was like, okay, this group's great. Let's check out their next song. Hey, Cupid,
shot my heart.
And then their next song, just like, I was like, okay, this is on another level. Like, girl groups don't do songs like this. Nobody's done songs like this before. Just, this is utterly amazing.
Oh my girl. I'm saying it.
That was a unique song.
I think they are the like perfect girl group. Like,
no other girl group has had a song that was like "Come Dirty Wine" on the dance floor. Girl, like a wee dirty wine. I was like, whoa, wait a minute, this is my shit. That just speaks to me. I love it so much.
Okay, let's move on to I-dle. Once again, they're super positive about being fourth place and just not getting last, moving up from last because they got last the round before. So they were worried they'd get last twice in a row. mostly because the fire performance was the worst performance on the show, but whatever. But yeah, so they showed Soyeon doing production stuff. She said she started working on it basically before the La Ta Ta performance, which makes sense. Like, if you have to produce an entirely new song, it takes a long time to produce a song and get it right. So it makes sense that she had to start working on it, like, from when the show started, basically. But yeah, she was thinking of doing, like, Uncaged Lion or Queen concepts, so they kind of, like, mix those. So what do you think, Chikari? It didn't seem... You and Sam made a face, so I'm interested to hear what you guys think.
So here's the thing. Like, I do like I-dle, right? Or do you say a G-I-dle?
It's both.
I-dle.
It's both. Their Korean name is just I-dle, but at KCON they announced themselves as G-I-dle because most of their international fans call them G-I-dle.
I'm the only person I know who says I-dle.
Well, that's that's just 'cause the majority of their international fans say say G-I-dle.
Okay. So I like G-I-dle, right? But I do think they need another producer, like, because all of these songs are starting to like blend together. And I don't know if Soyeon can make a song without an onomatopoeia in there. Like, okay, that's
La Ta Ta.
It's not that I hate it. It's just like we've done this so many times.
God, now that you're saying this,
yeah.
And that was pushing it because I like that song. But I was like, this shit is stupid. But you know,
the last song I was gonna say, yeah. Uh-oh did not.
They did.
I think Uh-oh is the most like unique of their 5 singles. So
but I do think they need another producer because, you know, she's great, but they need another like sound. Like, they can elevate their sound or something, but you know, I was not the biggest fan of this song. I like the energy. I do think that Minnie is a dynamic vocalist. I didn't know that she could sing that great. Was that the bridge, or was that like
going into the second verse?
Yes.
Yeah.
Into the second verse. She just goes off.
She sang her ass off, and I was like, "Wow, Minnie, you're great." But this song was just okay to me. I don't hate it, but it's just like G-I-dle, and I want them to do great because I do like literally all of the members. Like, I love G-I-dle. But I want them to come on and step their game up and do something a little different and better.
Yeah. This song was probably the most disappointing of them all. I mean, I guess I had some high expectations. I don't even know. But I remember just from the minute teaser, I was like, oh, this sounds really good. And then the song is just the same thing, like, the whole way through. Like, I know, like, yeah, Minnie's part, that's the highlight. You know, Soyeon has her bridge, you know, and like
Shua actually gets lines.
Yeah.
Oh, she's good. She was great. Nate, your eyelids are shaking. What's wrong?
It's a magnesium deficiency or whatever.
But I felt like that song needed something. The last chorus to me should have been like huge, and it wasn't. And even in the performance, because Soyeon has her moment where she gets like, she rises up and everything, you know, which is just funny to me. And then like the other members show up and they're just like walking.
Yeah, they just walk back over to the stage.
Like, it's not even powerful. They're just like casually strolling, like, yep, we're here too. I'm like, where's the energy? Like, we just built all this up, and now I'm like, and also, I felt like the whole performance was just like Cube flexing how they just have more money than like
everybody else.
Like, I'm like, what the fuck is this production value? They have this intro, all these dancers, this elaborate costume and stage. I was just like, that's my problem with them. Is sometimes I just get so overwhelmed in all of it. I'm just like, I just dial it back. The queen image in the lion thing didn't mix well for me. Like, I didn't
because lions are the king of the lion. Like, girl lions are not queens. They're just like girl lions. They're basically slaves. But
there's just like clash because, you know, like the queen outfits is very European, and then the lion stuff they're kind of taking on some like kind of African inspiration, and it was a weird mix. It was different. Maybe that's why I just don't get it. I don't know it. I don't know.
They need a no person in the group. It's just like every idea. They're like, yeah, let's do it. Yeah. They need somebody to be like, nah, calm down.
Yeah. And I also feel like the girls had like no energy in this performance. I don't know. Like they just looked kind of dead to me in the eyes. I don't know. I was just disappointed. I know I'm like I feel like I'm always like the one like I-dle hater throughout the whole show. I was like, I do like the group. I feel like I sound like I don't, but I don't know. They disappoint me in a way. It's just sad. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but
I know how you feel.
And then they had a music video. This is also ridiculous.
I haven't seen the video yet.
It came out today.
It's pretty. It's pretty low budget, I would say, in terms of like music, but still like not low budget. Like they did put effort into it.
It's low budget for a higher
if you were to compare it to their other videos.
Yeah, exactly.
But
it's not low budget like it's not low budget like a Nugu
level. Yeah.
Okay, I'll watch it after.
It's good. So I'm the opposite. I'm with Cooper on this one. I love this song.
I know.
I love it. It's ridiculous.
Oh, the ba ba ba. That's awful.
Yeah.
It's awful.
You don't like it? I love it. I love it. Give me more of it.
It's how lions roar.
It's catchy.
Ba ba ba.
I love it.
It's a sheep.
I don't know. I'm with. Hey, other countries have different animal noises.
Are you?
Lions in Korea say ba.
Yeah. Ba! Dogs say mong mong, so why can't lions say ba? So dogs don't say anything like mong mong, but
no, I can hear that. It's just something in the way they deliver it. It's just no.
I love it. Give me more. I do think Soyeon's version of it is the worst. It's getting to that Seungyeon
that's
no.
all I hear.
It's
all
getting to that
version.
Seungyeon no level of weird vocal like obnoxiousness, but like when Soojin and Minnie do it, it sounds amazing. I love it.
See, it's because she Lin-Manuel Miranda'd it a bit.
Yeah, she gets the first. She gets the out of the two.
And you go, okay, that's terrible. She gets it to someone else who can do it better. You're like, oh my god, like that's what it should be.
Out of the 2 times it repeats each time, she gets the first phrase or the first time, and another member gets the second time, and it sounds better the second time. Easy.
Next song, she won't have it at all. Then she's learning.
Maybe
she's learning. Give the parts to the other members.
Okay, but yeah, I love the song. I can see where you guys are coming from. It's definitely more G-I-dle. Like it's definitely if you're getting bored of G-I-dle or you want them to do something different. I mean, Uh-Oh is very different, but other than that, like all their songs are very similar. But I love it.
It's not that they're bad songs. I just want them to progress.
Yeah, you want to progress, and yeah, I can see that.
Like Card.
They're getting.
Yeah, Card just did the same thing a million times and fell off a cliff.
I just think that they're getting too hung up on the whole, like, you know, Soyeon, she's a huge strength to the group. I also think she's the biggest weakness of the group.
Yeah.
Like they're relying too much on her, I think. And it's holding them back.
Yeah.
Frustrating.
Yeah. As for the performance, I'm all in on it. Just give me the most ridiculous things you can possibly do, and they did it. Like they even had a whole narrative animated intro story sequence, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? And give me more of this because it's ridiculous and hilarious, and it's just so I'm all for the most obnoxious, ridiculous spectacles in K-pop. Give me more of it. Like I want it. And they did.
They were gonna perform in their robes the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. Like they started out, they had robes. They had like a whole army of backup dancers with shields and stuff, and then more backup dancers dressed as lions. Like, just go all in. I'm all in for it. Give it to me. Give me more.
Do you think they're gonna do the same thing on the music shows when they perform?
I don't think they'll promote this song.
They're not gonna perform.
They're not gonna promote these songs.
Yeah, it's not a real comeback.
No. Okay.
So, I was all in on this. I definitely understand your guys' points, but I'm fine with it. Give me more. Okay, let's move on to the actual biggest disappointment. I don't know if you guys agree with that, but I do. Spoilers for my thoughts. We have Mamamoo. To start out, they were like cringing at all the dumb competition things they had to say to each other, where they had to like fake praise each other and like fake encourage each other, and they just couldn't do it and just died at each other.
It was very confusing watching that live without
not knowing why they're just like freaking
what are
out.
They doing?
What was going on?
No, yeah.
I was even more confused with the subtitles. I think.
No, I think it was like the thing, like you're saying, where this is all BS and scripted, and Mnet was like, "You guys should like praise and encourage each other," and they like tried and just couldn't do it because that's not the type of people they are.
Yeah.
So yeah, then they basically their preparation. They also wanted to do a Western concept because the song is like really rough sounding.
The new Tropical House.
Yeah, basically.
I mean,
look,
Uju
Sonio's got an equestrian theme with their teasers, so we might even be getting even another one.
It's the hi Shy Guy.
I've never not liked the Tropical House song, so.
See, Jakari's with me. It's me and him. We're gonna start the Tropical House.
Great.
We're gonna start the Tropical House podcast, K-pop podcast.
Go for it.
No one will listen. No one will listen to it, but we're gonna do it. Okay, what do you think of this performance, Jakari?
So to say that this is the worst song would be too much because I actually do enjoy a trap breakdown. Like, if you want me to like a song, just have a trap breakdown. And because at first I was like, you know what, this is like, I can never talk about like their vocals or anything because they're always great.
Yeah,
like always top of the line. But the song, I was like, are they really gonna like perform this? And I was like, okay, I guess they did. Don't attack them. But it was a lot of words in one like breath. I was like, this is complicated. So I don't hate the song. The performance was great because it was the best dancing that they've done on the show. And, I love a trap breakdown. So it's like this. It's a thumbs up and a thumbs down. It's good and bad.
Okay.
So yeah. So do I think that the results should have like reflected this? I don't know what I'm saying. I'm trying not to like go too far ahead, but
yeah.
The audience is tripping.
If someone's watching this episode, they've seen the actual finale of the show.
Yeah.
So you could probably spoil who won. But yeah.
This is not like
winning performance. Yeah.
Bond had a winning performance, in my opinion. Like, that was something that was like, oh, you really put the effort in. Oh my girl, they've been putting in the effort. Even I-dle, like, it was a lot of stuff, but that seemed like, hey, we're really in here to win this. So did AOA, they had a like energy. So Mamamoo had none of those.
So Jakari just spoiled his whole ranking, basically.
No, you still don't know the ranking yet.
No, I know,
but yeah. So good attempt, Mamamoo. Hey, Shy Guy.
Yeah. Yeah, he's chilling here. Yeah, this song was a big what when we first listened to it. I remember me and Cooper were listening to it at the same time. We were just like, wow, this is one of the most boring songs I've ever heard. And then I got to the da 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 da. Me and Cooper just go, what?
Yep.
My favorite part.
It's so bad.
Like, it just came out of nowhere.
Yep.
And then the song keeps going, and they do it again. It's like, okay, and then they have like a YG ending.
Yep.
And you're just like, what the? I mean, in the performance, that the ending I guess was better.
It makes sense because they're trying to get the crowd like involved and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, it's still.
And I thought it was a good way to like close the night.
Yeah.
Because they did the classic Mamamoo thing of like making it a concert, getting the crowd involved.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's hype when you're there. Like, I don't doubt that. Like, I'd be like, whoo, yeah, Mamamoo, like, after that. But I remember listening to the recording. I was just like, what the hell is this song?
It was
And
bad.
really the standouts of the performance was Ween's hair.
Yep.
She looked incredible. Her in this episode was just awesome because she's been gone pretty much all show because she's been dealing with stuff. So I really loved her being like in the meeting and on the stage and performing. It was great. It was great to have her. And yeah, I thought they looked great and they performed, I guess. And yeah. It was yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I basically I don't know what they were thinking. Like whoever produced the song, I have no idea what that person was thinking.
I still like it more than Go Go Baby.
I was gonna say, so it starts out sounding like they're all their most recent songs. It's got like a Latin theme. It's like it sounds exactly like the type of songs they've been putting out recently. Until that part happens, and it's like, what the hell are you thinking? Like, if you thought Lovelyz instrumentals during the chorus was annoying, or if you thought the I-dle repetitive part was annoying, this is just like the most obnoxious thing I've heard on this show.
Oh no, the ba ba ba.
No,
it's up there. I don't know what I
think this is way worse than the ba ba ba.
I think this
but
is
I like the ba ba ba.
Because I'm someone who likes really bad things sometimes, where I just like really get into it, and that's kind of what that's become to me now. Where it's just so stupid. I'm like,
it is so stupid.
I love it.
It's just I don't know. I just don't know who thought that sounded good. Like, what producer was like, yes, that's it. Like, that's the sound we need. Like, that'll win us this show. Yeah, exactly.
Well, the producer was right at the end.
Well, I don't think this won them the show. We'll get there.
They could have just...
They put out a bunch of garbage.
They could just not release the song in one.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, and then they go into like a rock instrumental part, which was like really cool, but then they put it over top of that and it's just still annoying. And then they have the crowd do it, which is like just like stop please. Cuz like the song was a normal song, a normal Mamamoo song. And then that happened, and then they did another verse, and then that happened, and then that happened for like a minute and a half of just them repeating that part. And I was like, this is no, like I can't do it. I can't. It was so bad. But yeah, I do agree that Ween killed it. She was definitely the standout part. But then yeah, like I don't know, even the performance itself, like I think they did good, but like there was nothing to it. There was no substance to the actual performance.
Like anything.
Exactly, like nothing happened.
I remember Ween was like laying down at one point.
Like the performance was very.
And they had fan chants.
Yeah, well, they all had fan chants to some.
Maybe they didn't want to win.
I didn't hear any of the others.
Maybe they didn't want to win. They wanted second place. They wanted to get consistent second place the entire show.
Hey, that's pretty impressive.
That would be pretty impressive. So yeah, I don't know. Like this was definitely like I don't know, easily my least favorite. It just nothing about it was good in my opinion, other than Ween. I mean, the members were great. I don't want to fault them. It was all the production of the song and the production of the performance. Like nothing stood out. And the song, the annoying part of the song was utterly abysmal in my opinion. Okay, well, let's get to the winner of this show. Basically, they do like the 40 minutes of talking and going to commercials and stuff like that. But they basically announced the two that had a chance for first place, which is usually what they do. And it was Mamamoo as expected and Oh My Girl, which was awesome. But then as expected, Mamamoo won. Which we all predicted from the start.
It's a waste of 10 weeks.
Yep, basically, like we could have just said from the beginning of the show, we're gonna make a survival show where these 6 groups survive, and Mamamoo, you win. Here's a trophy. No point in producing
but you guys
this
still
show.
have to perform.
So yeah, that was it. That was the anticlimactic ending of this show that we all knew was happening.
I had a little hope at the end.
Did you? Yeah, see,
amount of hope.
Well, see, you watched live. I didn't watch live, so I knew instantly.
So
I was watching it live. Part of me was kind of being like, "Oh my god, what if?"
That's what they do. That's what Mnet does. That's why they do that whole thing where they get the other 2 members up there, because it's just like that. Produced season 1, where like Somi and Sejong are up there, and like, what if Sejong actually won? What if she did beat Somi? And she did. Like, there's no way she was ever gonna beat Somi. There's no way Mamamoo was gonna beat Oh My Girl was gonna beat Mamamoo. Like,
it took 45 minutes, literally, with the 2 of them standing on stage to announce the winner. I was
that's what Mnet does.
Yeah, and I mean that's what these shows do. America does it as well.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's just any time there's a competition show, like you gotta squeeze out the anticipation. But let's get to our thoughts. So let's start off. Let's just rank just the performances from this episode. We ranked all the performances like rounds for the other shows or the other rounds. So how do you guys rank the performances from this episode?
Okay. So AOA, Touch My Soul. So, well, unbiased ranking, AOA is number 1, but Bomb is always number 1. I really love AOA's performance, right?
It was good.
Then, it was just something that was really to me. So I really loved it. Then I'm going to say Park Bomb. I thought that her performance was really, really great. It had a lot of pieces. Then, Oh My Girl. And then everybody else. No, I'm just playing. I didn't hate Mamamoo's as much as y'all did. So Mamamoo is 4th.
Well, apparently Sam liked it, but she admits that it's horrible. She disliked the horribleness.
Well, there's a difference between the song and the performance, I guess.
Yeah. So, okay. From the beginning again. AOA, then it's Bomb, Oh My Girl, Mamamoo, I-dle, then Lovelyz for these performances. Okay. And I just feel like Bomb, AOA, and Oh My Girl, they really, really had like the energy. We're going out there, we're trying to win. It's like, let's not play games. I-dle did as well. Like, they had just a lot of stuff, but their stage energy wasn't like super crazy to me, but AOA, Bomb, Oh My Girl, all had like dynamic presence in my opinion, and they really, 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 really did their best. So, AOA just did better.
No. My ranking, I would put Oh My Girl first, obviously. Park Bomb second. AOA third. After that, I'm like the same. After that, I'm like, I don't really know how I'd rank them. Like, I really don't. They're all just kind of like, I wouldn't watch any of them again. Like, I guess I might pick like Lovelyz, then I-dle, then Mamamoo. But they're really all the same level to me.
Well, mine's way different. I put I-dle first. I love the song. I love the performance. Okay. Followed closely by Oh My Girl. I thought they killed it. Then AOA. Then here's how you know I'm not bullshitting. After AOA, I have Bomb. I put her above Lovelyz. Then I have Lovelyz. Then I have Mamamoo. I think Mamamoo is a clear last. I think I agree with you guys. I think my the top 4 for me, like I-dle, Oh My Girl, AOA, and Bomb, like definitely were a step above Lovelyz and Mamamoo. And I think Lovelyz was a way step above Mamamoo. Mamamoo was just in the giant hole in the ground. But
I feel like Mamamoo can sometimes be like my thing with I-dle, where it's like I have these expectations of this group, especially because those are the two most famous groups.
Mm-hmm.
And like Mamamoo, especially because like they're doing so well in this competition. I'm like, you're doing nothing. No, that's not true. They are putting in effort. I don't want to like discredit, the work they are putting in to this, but it's just kind of like I do feel like they're not like pushing themselves enough, I guess.
For me, I think
there's a disappointment to it.
For me, I think it was the fact that last round they did so amazingly well. Like that performance was the best. Like they did what they needed to do. They did their strengths. And then here they just do like I said last week, they're doing what I wanted them to do. They're going back to 2016 Mamamoo and doing like amazingly like well-crafted vocal songs. And then here they bring 2019 Mamamoo and do what they've been doing, and it's just horrible. But and then they add on an annoying thing that's even worse. So it's like
I do like 2019 Mamamoo. I know that y'all hate Go Go Baby, but they have like best choreography when they do like the head thing and they pull their pony. That's the only thing.
Yeah,
that's all I think of. But this is just the song wasn't the best.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, so what are your rankings for the overall show then?
Overall
performance wise, or like for my heart, the experience I got from them watching the show.
Whatever you want. However, just
okay.
Yeah, I would go with the second one. Go with your interpretation, just overall the show. How do you think each group did? How would you, however you want to rank them? This is a personal ranking, so.
Okay. So first off, I'll say like for my heart ranking, it'd be bomb.
What's happening to
That's my friend in there playing the video game. That's why I don't play games. I'm like, why do you get so emotional? Calm down. But like heart ranking, Oh My Girl, AOA. I like all of them personally. But if I'm going to go strictly based on performances, here's my ranking. So Oh My Girl, consistent every week. Just great. Then Mamamoo, they just do what they do to the best of their ability. So they were really consistent. Then I'm going to say Park Bomb, even though a couple of her performances were like kind of like not the best. Yeah. That's who Park Bomb is. Like she's just not the best.
She's not the best.
She's just not
they have
the
a song
best.
called "I Am the Best."
Yeah. But she does what she does. Like and she was bomb the whole time. And then AOA, their performance from last week really, really like hurt their score in my opinion. Because they would have been above bomb to me. Then I-dle, they had one really, really good performance, right? And then the rest of them, the one last week Sam ruined because I realized that they didn't dance at all. And then Lovelyz, they were very consistent, and I consistently didn't care about their performances. So, yeah, that was my ranking. Sorry, Nate.
No, it's just funny because by Sam's definition, no K-pop, like 99% of K-pop performances aren't dancing. So like, I feel like that's like not a real criticism you can use.
I mean, it's my heart, and I don't control what my heart says.
No, I'm not downplaying your thoughts. It's just funny to me.
That changed my entire world.
Yeah, you just shattered Jakari's whole like view of K-pop with that comment you made, Sam.
My last tangent. No one in the world could tell me that Sunny wasn't like the best dancer in Girls' Generation, right? Because Sunny is like every time they perform, like I'm like, if Sunny is dancing her ass, it's a good performance. That's why like I didn't like Lionheart stuff because Sunny wasn't really like involved in the dancing. And then going back, I realized like Sunny didn't dance; she just did like hands and like made faces and stuff. And I just don't know anymore. So thanks, Sam.
It's still great performer, you know. Just gotta separate the two between dancing and
performing. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
What about you, Sam?
Okay. Well, so number one, obviously, is Oh My Girl. I mean, this whole show was incredible as a miracle. Like, oh my God, I loved it. Like, I don't know. I was really thinking about when I was rewatching the finale, just like how proud I am of them on the show, just like how far they've come, this whole journey they've had. Because like even like them on the show, they had really no expectations of going anywhere. Like they went on the show pretty much being like, we just be happy if people knew who we were at the end of this, because like going onto the show, no one knew them. I mean, it's like the first line when they walk on, Park Bom's like, what group are you guys?
Yeah, who are you guys?
That's just because she's old. Stop it.
She knew the other groups.
Yeah, I was gonna say she knew pretty much everyone else though. She might not have known Lovelyz and just didn't show that, but
I wouldn't doubt that a lot of people watching the show were the same way, where they're just like, I don't really know Oh My Girl. Because I mean, like, I didn't really know Oh My Girl till last year when I got into them. And like, just even like on our Discord, the amount of people who just kind of really came supportive of Oh My Girl, they all like people learning the members and just kind of like jumping on board the hype train. It's just been like a really awesome experience that like I never thought I would have. Like, I never imagined Oh My Girl to really get much success. Because they're like a mid-tier group. They're never gonna really make it big. And this show was just awesome. Like, I have no idea if this is gonna amount to anything. Probably won't. Like in the big picture, I definitely think this next comeback for them could be pretty monumental for them. But I mean, like, they're obviously never gonna be like a twice, right?
Yeah.
But
you never know. I thought that about BTS.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. But hold on, my laptop.
It'll be a miracle.
Okay. That's the fandom name. It's just the whole experience it just makes me so happy that they got this, and like just seeing the members' reactions when they got second place. I'm so proud of them. I was just so happy that this show happened, that they were on it, and that they just crushed it. And like everyone kind of is on the same page of like, yeah, Oh My Girl should have won, but it's fine.
Yeah.
But second place, and I'm pretty much going for like, my heart falling in love with the groups, which that sounds worse if I rank it by how I like, here's the groups I loved the most. But it's just the connections I ended up building on the show. Second place, I would give it to AOA, because I really loved them on the show. Performance-wise, that last one, the third week or competition, whatever, that really hurt them, I'd say. But those first two were just so strong. Finale was strong. Love the members. Like, I really love them. I almost kind of feel like Choa was holding them back now. Even though
I do too.
Oh my God. Hot take.
I knew Choa was the problem when they did Young's part right. I was like, get her the fuck out of here. But
maybe Soyeon's like the Choa of I-dle. No, it's not really it. But so I've been like,
see, the thing. I agree with you that Soyeon might be the problem, but for me, the instant if they got rid of her, then Cube would treat them just like they treat CLC, and we would just be like, we would be screwed. Because I think the only reason they get so much music is she just makes it all, and she's just like, we're not doing anything, so I'm gonna make music so we can come back. Where CLC, we just sat there all of last year getting nothing because Cube doesn't want to spend money on anyone.
They had a great year this year.
This year they're doing great. So. I agree, but that's just a thought I had where I'm like, if they got rid of Soyeon, Cube would just treat them like crap, just like they treat CLC like crap.
R.I.P.
I forget where I was going.
Sorry.
But yeah, AOA was awesome. Love them so much. I'm excited for their comeback. After that, I would put Park Bomb. Obviously, she was like the greatest arc of the whole show. Like, oh my God, I have always hated 21, like kind of with a passion. So I didn't really I went into the show just like not caring about Park Bomb. I was just like, why is she here? Like, I don't really like her. I don't like 21, yada yada. Then she was like, who are you to Oh My Girl? I'm like, wow, we're gonna have problems. But oh my god, she just like I fell in love with her, man. She was just so sweet and sassy and just like an angel, and she was just so sad all the whole show.
She was very sad.
I love
like,
sadness.
I don't know if I like empathize. I just felt for her. Like, she was so adorable. And then her and Hyojung were just, oh, I just loved Park Bom on this show so much.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to support her now. I'm like, maybe I'll buy her album. I don't know, but
that's what I'm talking about.
Like, I feel like it's like, how can you, yeah, I'm like, how can you not fall in love with her on the show? Like, even if you don't love her performances, whatever. Like, I feel like you gotta love her. Like,
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. After that, like these three groups to me are just kind of like, hey,
if you're going with the definition that you said you were going with, I feel like it would have to be Lovelyz, just based on how much you like learned to like them. But I don't know. I'm not going to tell you your own ranking.
I know. I'm like, there's elements to all three of them.
All three that you would put fourth, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Mamamoo I'd probably still just put last in that nothing got added to them for me. Like, it's not like I fell in love with the members more. Like, I knew I liked the members. They didn't have like an arc that made me love them more.
They were just there.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, like, they were on top going in. Like, they didn't have really anywhere to go up or anymore to show for me. So I guess it probably would be Lovelyz next, just because, like, I learned the members. I just really don't like how they approached the show. I guess I understand why they did it, because this is like their one chance to show
exactly. Like,
of
Ulim's never gonna actually let them do any of those types of songs for a real comeback.
No.
So you might as well do them here.
And
but it was not a winning choice.
It would have been better to start off as themselves and show the different sides as they want.
Yeah, they should have done Cameo
that's what Oh My Girl
as their first performance.
It was so successful. Yeah. Yep. But, I did learn the members. I bought 2 of their albums, which never thought I would do that. And
they have good albums. They have good discography.
Yeah. I finally really got around to listening to it. I had listened to it before. We did a Discord discography listen of Lovelyz. I ended up falling asleep during it, which wasn't Lovelyz's fault. I was just really tired, and it just happened. And then it just kind of became a joke. I was like, no, it's I promise it wasn't them. It was 1 a.m. I just fell asleep. But no, I went back. I looked at the photo books. I went listened to the albums. I was like, okay, I got my album. I want to buy it. And I ended up buying 2. So, and I ended up watching one of their concerts, and I really enjoyed it. So I like them. I'll be nicer about them. Yeah, and I bought Kay's album too. I really like it. Then I probably put I-dle 5th. I like I-dle. As I know I keep trying to defend myself. I'm like, I promise I like them. I really do. But there is just something about them that I don't click enough with. I don't fall in love with them as much as I want to. I love Shua. I love her. Which is weird, I guess, because she doesn't get that much attention. I think she's adorable.
She has it's not that she doesn't get attention, it's that she just gets no lines. She had no lines and lots of talk.
Yeah. No. But she's really adorable. I highly recommend watching Variety with her on it. I-dle Room had an episode with foreign.
Oh no, that episode is so good.
Hilarious, so good.
She was adorable on that show, I thought. Or I think she's just adorable in general because she doesn't speak Korean well.
Well, I was gonna say the part of it is she's the least fluent in Korean.
But she has this energy that she wants to do it.
Yeah.
And she just doesn't always, say the right thing.
Yep.
But she's really just cute about it. I think she's adorable. I loved her. I love Soojin. Minnie's talent really showed in the show, I would say.
A fact.
And yeah, I think she was the biggest surprise talent-wise for me. Like, I knew she was good, but this showed sides of her that we haven't seen in I-dle, I think. Yeah. I think that's all I had to say.
Yeah. So for me, I ranked the like overall performances and everything, like, not because I mean, I don't know if you listen to Daebak or know anything about me. I like 99% of K-pop groups, but I also follow like 99% of K-pop groups, so I already knew like every person on this show. So I didn't really get that additional like part to the show that Sam got of like actually like getting to know people. Because I pretty much knew everyone, and I followed AOA from debut because I was really excited to have a female rock band, and then that died instantly, and I got sad. And Mamamoo, I love their older stuff. Oh My Girl, followed since Cupid. Like, pretty much all these groups I've followed since debut, except for 21. And like, I mean, I love Bomb on the show. I agree exactly with what Sam said. Like, on the show, just as a personality, like, how can you not, even if you don't like her music or her like vocals, like, how can you not fall in love with her? Like, that video, like, when Minzy showed up, like, I cried during like when that happened. Like,
she has such a great sad face.
Exactly, like, you
just
can't...
like Seal from Pokemon. She looked like
oh
Seal.
my god, I love Seal.
That's Bomb.
So yeah, I ranked the overall, like, all the performances and just kind of like bundled them together and stuff. So for me, I put Oh My Girl first. I think they were the most consistent. I think they deserve to win the show. I think they just killed it all around, and there was pretty much no one else I would have put even close to first, because I think they were the only ones who didn't have a bad week. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think one of their performances was like just decent, and the other three were all amazing. Next, I put I-dle. I think Fire was one of the weakest performances on the show, but I think I absolutely loved their other three performances. I love that they just went all in on these concepts, and just they put on a like actual show. So I wanted to put them second. Then I put AOA. I think AOA was a fantastic comeback story for this show. I think a lot of people, me included, had like almost no expectations for them going in, because they'd lost 2 members recently. They hadn't performed in like 2 years. They'd never performed as a group of 5. And I think for the most part, other than last week's performance, they were fantastic. All 3 of their other performances were really good. Then I put Lovelyz. That's a little bit of my bias coming in, but their cameo performance like sold me, and their other, like, their first performance was okay, like, to good. I mean, I put them 4th, so it's not like this is a high ranking. I think there was a big step between AOA and Lovelyz, though. Like, those first 3 groups I have like on a much higher tier than the other 3. But that's definitely some bias showing too. Then I put Mamamoo. I think overall they were a pretty big disappointment. Their last week's performance was the only thing that saved them, I think, from being last. And I think it's a toss-up between them and Bomb, because I think for this week's performance, I think Bomb had an amazing week, but all of her other performances I thought just weren't for me.
Technically, she wasn't good throughout the whole show.
Yeah, exactly. Like her, I love her. I loved her throughout the show. I think this week's performance was fantastic. But then with Mamamoo, I think last week's performance was really fantastic, and I think both of their other 3 performances were very weak. So it's pretty much a toss-up between those 2. So that's it for me. I think overall for this show, Oh My Girl and AOA probably had the most. They gained the most. I think it seems like the ratings weren't very good. And I feel like for the most part, the only people watching this show were people that were fans of their group, like a group on this show. So there's really not going to be much, like, just exposure gained from this show. So I think overall, Oh My Girl and AOA got the most, because I think AOA got people, like, AOA was a big group in Korea, and I think this got people to see, like, hey, they're gonna come back, hey, they still exist, like, they're still decent, like, they're still good performers. They haven't been around for a while. They lost a key member in Showa, based on their previous performances, but I think this showed people that, hey, they can still do this as 5. Also, they're hilarious, and they need a reality show. Please. And then, Oh My Girl just killed every performance, and people have always slept on Oh My Girl and need to stop sleeping on Oh My Girl, because they've been fantastic since they debuted. And
never had a bad comeback.
No, except for one.
Don't say it.
Two bad performances. One involved some reggae singers, and another one involved a monkey themed subunit. But overall, I'm not gonna fault them. As a full group, they've never had a bad comeback.
I will still defend I-ing if Haha and Skull weren't in that.
Oh no, I 100% agree that I like that part. I-ing would be an amazing song.
Especially listen to the Japanese version, and you will appreciate Haha and Skull. The Japanese version.
Why
is
did
the worst
they get a different?
I've ever heard.
They get different people that are even worse.
When we wrap up, it's
God. Because no, I 100% agree. I think the majority of that song is fantastic, but Skull and Ha just take
also
it to a horrible level. But whatever.
Bam is a bop.
Bam.
It's good. The instrumental for Banana Allergy.
The instrumentals are fine. I just hate the pitched up vocals. Like, they're so. It's not good.
No, it's all good.
But okay. Regardless, I think Oh My Girl killed it, and I think they are definitely a group that has been slept on for far too long. Mm-hmm. So last thing I want to leave with you guys is, what would you hope for a second season if we got one? And we're not talking about Queendom, because gross boys.
Queendom.
Also, if we got a second season,
Queendom would work.
Yeah, I don't know. If we got a second season of Queendom, specifically with more girl groups, how would you do it? Or what groups, any group ideas? You don't need a whole roster, but like, what groups would you want to see? What would you want them to change, etc.?
Okay, so I actually thought the show was perfect. Like, I don't know, it was the best show I've ever watched in my life. So, and I mean, like, I loved every part about it. So I would change nothing. I kind of do have a full list. Stay with me because it's a little weird. So first up, I think that I like having a soloist. I think that we need, I'm going to say her name wrong, but Hyosung from Secret, I think she would be great on the show. Because I think that she's a really good singer. She's a rapper. She's a great performer. She would do better than Bomb on the show.
She needs to come back.
Yeah, she does.
She is going to. She was supposed to come back last month, I think. Who knows what happened?
She's like teasing. She's been performing.
Yeah, she's been teasing and performing.
It's building. It's coming.
So I want her. Then I think that Wiki Mickey would do really good. So I want them on there. Let's see. The Mamamoo of the season would be G-Friend. G-Friend would be crazy on here. The rookie group, I would put Hina Pina. I think that they would do great.
Hell yeah.
I call them Hanada Pinata in my head. So, yeah. Hina Pina would be great. Then, like, kind of like the bomb of the show. Well, not the bomb, but like the old people. I think that Rainbow would like reunite and come back on this show.
They're coming back. They're coming back in 2 weeks or 1 week.
Rainbow, I think Rainbow Girls Day or Car would be like really great on this show. So yeah. And then you can put CLC in there, but whatever. But yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah, they'll just be like G-Idle number 2. But yeah.
Better.
Dynamically. But Hyosung, Pina. Yeah, so that's kind of like who I would put in there. G-Friend, Wiki Mickey, Girls Day, Rainbow, Hina Pina, Hyosong. And I think that would be a really good season. Even though it will never happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I think would be such an awesome season if they got like the biggest groups. You know, they got Twice, Blackpink,
Red
One,
Velvet.
get like IU or like Taeyeon, get like Red Velvet, like get the biggest groups. So I think that would actually be.
Well, yeah, that because that would be an actual competition. Yeah.
I didn't want to dream too high.
Yeah.
I know. That's like me just being like, that's what the show really should be. Like, like that would be the most like entertaining thing I think that could happen in K-pop is if you got the biggest girl acts. But that's not gonna be my list of what I'm gonna say. I just think that'd be so awesome. I think groups that could really get on the show, it's hard to get like the same kind of lineup that they had. Like this lineup was so cool in that they had all these different like backstories and eras that they're all from. I don't know if you could quite pull that off again.
Yeah.
But I think if they're going to do a solo artist, it has to be someone like Chang'a. Like, or even like Hayes or Ailey. Just someone who
I don't even know if Hayes would
is very popular.
You need someone who can really perform. Hayes is popular. I think you need someone who can perform though. It needs to be like Ailey or Chang'a.
Yeah.
Like,
you don't because Bomb doesn't.
Yeah, and that was a big problem because they did a whole round where you had to do a performance. And they screwed her completely. I
still think even if they couldn't get some like a Chang'a, I think Hayes would be like the next best thing, I guess. But yeah, she's a little maybe too indie, but like not quite. I don't know. Other groups, I would really enjoy someone like Dreamcatcher, I think, on this show. I think it'd be really cool and exciting.
Yep.
And of course, like someone like Luna would also be really cool.
Oh my god, how did I forget them? Yeah, Luna should be on here. Okay, sorry.
It's hard. Like, I wish I was looking at my collection so I can like go down my line of girl groups. Like WJSN would also be awesome. Like I could just like name girl groups. And I'm like, they'd all be awesome.
All the girl group, exactly. You just go with pretty much any handful of girl groups.
Like maybe someone like Laboom could benefit from a show like this.
Yes.
I don't think they would do well. I think they'd be kind of like a Lovelyz maybe. Kind of situation, or they could be an Oh My Girl where they come in, everyone's like, "Who's this group?"
Laboom is a great group, and I think that they would not be because they would be like really, really great.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of any more groups. It's hard to just like not name like rookie groups. I feel like for this because there's not too many older groups still around. I thought you saying G-Friend, I thought that was actually kind of I hadn't thought about them. I think that'd be entertaining to see them on the show.
They 100% would win the show, but it would be really fun to watch them.
It's hard to pick groups that are like equal with getting like variety.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even with this season, it's like we all knew who was going to win before the show started. I mean,
exactly. That was a big problem to me. Like, for a future lineup, it needs to be people that are more equal. Because it was so clear that the instant they announced the lineup, I was like, Mamamoo's going to win this. There's no way anyone else will win this. They have such a bigger fan base.
I'm not of that camp because I was like, why is Park Bloom going through all these? She's a queen. I 100% thought Park Bloom was going to win, but I was wrong.
Also just reminded me of another thing I hated about the I-dle performance. I'm so sick of hand crowns.
Oh, well, yeah. That's just the thing this year.
I'm so fucking sick of it. Like, it's just so stupid. Anyway.
But they transitioned it into a lion claw thing. So.
That doesn't make it better.
Okay, so I have the perfect lineup. It would be...
Is it all the IOI groups?
God damn it, Sam, you ruined my joke. It would be Gugudan and Wiki Miki and Uju Sonyo and Hinapia and
Somi.
Yeah, Somi and Chang'a, and it'd be perfect. It'd be great. There's 6 of them. It works out perfectly since Pristina.
Wow.
Well, I guess now with...
What about Daya?
We can skip over them because there are technically 7 now that Pristine V is back.
No.
So
wait, what?
If we have to, I mean, Hinapia is Pristine V. So I count them as an IOI branch group, even if they don't have an IOI member in them. They're still an IOI branch group to me because they're a branch of a branch. They're part of the IOI tree. So yeah, but no, for a real group, I think. So I kind of like followed. Well, like, or not a real group, but a real lineup. That isn't my like dream wish that would make me like sob uncontrollably if that happened.
Like my all-star lineup.
Yeah, exactly. So I think if I followed pretty much like the similar format, my number 1 would be Dreamcatcher. They're my number 1 group right now, basically. So that's not and I think they would fit this type of show really well.
That'd be great.
I think they would slot into like the Oh My Girl, Lovelyz.
I would love to have, especially get like Sion's voice. I would love. Yep. I would love to see them.
So I think Dreamcatcher would be amazing. I think A-Pink would be a great fit for the AOA role.
I was thinking A-Pink, but I was like, A-Pink would like wash all the girls.
They are a little more popular, and I think that would be a problem. But I think we could step up the like popularity of these groups a little bit, just overall. They're
also they're not kind of in that like age where
exactly
they're not in their prime. It sounds terrible, but they're not like at their peak exactly popularity anymore, because now the new gen is coming through, so younger fans are now going for the younger groups.
I think they would fit that role perfectly. I think Chungha, or even like if we wanted to go with a newer person, I think both of you guys like hit the nail on the head for a soloist. I think either Chungha or Hyosung would kill it. If we wanted to go with a newer person, Chungha would be fantastic. If we wanted to go with someone older, then I think Hyosung would also kill it. So I think you guys hit the nail on the head there. I think to fit that like Lovelyz Oh My Girl with Dreamcatcher, I think Frumis would be great.
The only reason I didn't want to say them is because they're an Mnet group.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think that's why they would get put on the show, though. So Mnet would be like, oh, we can market you more here. Then I think Laboom would be fantastic. That's another bias pick, though. And let's see. Then we need like a Mamamoo, like slightly more popular group. I don't know. I'm trying to look at my collection now because I'm like, I don't know. That was like the only one I didn't really have picked out.
That's why I chose G-Friend, because I'm
G-Friend would be a good one.
Yeah.
They're slightly more popular. Like, they fit the similar role. Yeah, I think G-Friend would be good too. Yeah, my main ones though, I think, and obviously these are super biased picks for me because they're all top of my fate list, but I think Dreamcatcher, A-Pink, and Laboom would be all fantastic for this type of show. I think we could get some really cool performances out of all 3 of them.
Yeah. I really hope we get a second season.
I do too. I don't think we will.
And I hope it's keep the Queendom. I don't want Kingdom.
Yeah. I think there's a good chance we get Kingdom. I think there's a pretty low chance that we get a Queendom season 2, unfortunately.
It's just hard to think of like what groups they would do for Kingdom, especially just considering like the lineup that they had for this, which I know like they probably just won't. They wouldn't try to stick to that.
I don't think they're gonna follow this.
It would end up being, I feel like, a lot of younger guy groups.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like the boys, ATs. It's gonna be like the boys, ATs, like those type of groups, ONF.
The reason why they can't do it with the boy groups because they're all in like the military.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why it would have to be these newer
and, like, groups.
I feel like you don't get the same like interactions with the groups.
Yeah, girl groups
with these groups.
Like female K-pop idols just have a different energy than they do. That's how I felt about like Produced 101. The girl seasons I really enjoyed, but the boy seasons I'm like, okay, whatever. Like Produced 101, like the first season, top 10 like greatest reality shows of all time. but
yeah, I feel like I get more
I'm not gonna rant.
with the girls and the member like connections and
Interactions
everything.
and
Like it's just
yeah.
yeah. There's just something about it that is
they just feel like authentic.
It.
Yeah.
Yeah, not that guys can't have authentic interactions, but I don't know. I just don't think it'd be the same. I mean, I could be wrong. They could do it, and I might end up loving it. But I don't know. It's just going to be hard to beat this season for me, I think, no matter what groups they pick.
Well, it had your ultimate. It had your ultimate group, so like you kind of got it's all downhill from here. So, unfortunately,
I will still watch no matter like whatever season comes after. I think.
Yeah, I will as well
if they do it.
Yep. Okay, that is it for QueendomCast episode 5, the finale of QueendomCast for the foreseeable future. So if you enjoyed it, let us know in the comments. Let us know who you thought should have won, who your favorite groups are, what kind of groups you think would be cool for a season 2. And just let us know your thoughts. And come join our Discord and hang out with us. We're all hanging out there pretty much all day, every day, and talking about whatever, anything K-pop or not K-pop related. So it's just a cool place to come hang out. And we have a cool, nice little community there that does a lot of cool things like fantasy leagues, and then does a lot of weird things like changing their names to not have vowels and starting weird fashion empires that I don't understand. But
come check out our new streetwear fashion line.
No, please
created by 2 of our members.
Don't acknowledge or indulge Marlon.
Yes. He's
a blight on our society.
Hey Marlon, I love you.
Appreciate Stu's visionary.
Stu, I'm all with Stu.
Mwah.
I'm gonna meet Stu tomorrow.
He's creating the fashion
I get
line.
to meet Stu tomorrow.
Oh, I'm jealous.
But tangent. Come check out our Discord. Like and subscribe, share, do all the fancy things. You can follow us on Twitter. Please review us on iTunes. It helps us get more exposure on iTunes and searchability and stuff there, so more people can find the show. And check it out and send it to your friends. So, any last words from you guys?
This was fun. I enjoyed chatting with y'all. I'm sad that it's over, but
we'll have you on Daebak.
Oh,
for sure.
Okay, lit. But that's it.
I had a great time. I'm really happy we had Jakari join us partway through the Queendom cast. Definitely was a great addition to the show.
I agree.
I had fun. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I love it. I'm sad it's over, but it is kind of nice to get some of my time back.
Yeah, it's not 100% fun doing these shows. There's a little bit of work involved, but it's mostly fun. Otherwise, we wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
So
I love talking about K-pop. So I enjoy doing this, and that's also why I love our Discord, is we could just talk
exactly.
about K-pop. I like having people hear my opinion.
Oh.
Yep.
Are you the Lin-Manuel of the Lin-Manuel of the Discord?
Of the Discord. Yep. She's got to be front and center of everything.
That's why
she created song ratings. Now she's like doing the fantasy thing. It's 100%. That's how she just did that until she became a mod, and then yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna lose a fantasy rating, by the way, because I'm gonna choose
I am too.
It's just whoever gets BTS members. Like, that's all you gotta do.
7 people are gonna get BTS members. Some people are gonna get Twice members. Some are gonna get Blackpink. BTS might not even have a comeback, in the time frame we do this, and then they get no point. Tangent. Say your last word.
Yes.
Okay, that's it for us. Thank you and good night.
Toodles.
I know.